What is happening, everybody? Welcome back. Got some stuff to go over before we jump into the episode. I've reworked the abilities a little bit. I mastered Lightning Rod. We got rid of Rama. We put Titan. This Gouge is the only attack of Garuda that I like, so it can really build the stagger gauge. And then once they're staggered, this attack, from what I've seen, like does really well as far as like upping your multiplier and increasing your damage. So I think that'll be good. And then we're gonna keep Phoenix as is for now. And then we can just go over here. Yeah, I got my points back on everything except what I'm using. So I mastered this so I could put it with Garuda. Because I hate Rama's blind justice ability. I don't like triggering it. And then I actually was able to upgrade this once because the damage is very, very nice. So, oh yeah, one more thing I did. One more. I purchased this. Channeler's Whispers. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Accessory effect will not trigger unless the charged magic is learned. So my understanding of that, because I have not used this layout in the field yet, is that my triangle magic spell will automatically charge on its own and I just tap triangle to release it. So that may help me do more combos. But anyway, now that all that's out of the way, let's jump in.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent owls out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Well, he ain't got no hands, so.
Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world?
Yes.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
Is that Sid's daughter, Mid?
What about your studies?
Adjourned.
Oh, I bet it is.
Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
That's gotta be Sid's daughter,
I did,
right?
till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
Clive's just like, this is my...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
I'll be shocked if that is not Sid's daughter.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Let's see.
You took your time.
Not
Busy
really.
man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now.
Okay, cool.
Right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Oh, list of jobs for me. Okay.
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
I'm sure you will. Alright. So this looks like it's more of a side quest, but
Where to start?
it's going to be
Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Karen and Blackthorn. Karen up first.
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
List of materials.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but Blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Sweet.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Blackthorn?
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Supply kit.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? Yeah. I'll see what I can do.
Is that some
I'll bring
foreshadowing?
them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Is this ship gonna fly?
That just leaves the Carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
The Carpenter. How do I get down there? Real quick, let's see if he can make us a new sword.
What do you need? What do you want?
Grindstone. It's the sword we can make. Oh, it takes the Levin bolt and an earth shard. So this is a sword we can make since we
No scratches.
took
right?
down Titan. Sweet.
That it?
What does it look like?
Fine.
That don't look too bad. Okay, I like it.
Be enough to keep us going.
What's up, bro?
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause.
He's a friend of the
I'll ask
cause.
Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
All right, let's make our way over there. I wonder if this thing's gonna fly by the end of it. Because they did say it was a downed airship, right? Although we're probably going to have to go hunt Bernard down and maybe save him, I would imagine.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Appreciate it. Now the quick thing is, can we fast travel there? Well, I say this is our closest obelisk. So we'll take this, and then we gotta go back, right? Yeah. Broken Hilt.
Yeah.
There he is. He probably wants me to clear this area out for him, no doubt.
Aye. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
I have a request.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
Sweet.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
Excuse me.
Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Yeah, I'll clear him out.
Thank you kindly.
I want to test out my new abilities.
This shouldn't take long.
Come on. What are we doing? Attack. All right. I was actually wanting to keep attacking the, this right here. Oh yeah, that's doing some pretty good damage since it's mastered. And I think if we can get that off on some staggered enemies, it'd be pretty sweet. I want to practice my parry. Okay, that was not a very good one. Oh, we're just gonna wipe them out. But I like how it keeps my magic spell charged. New enemies approach. Oh! I didn't even see that. Alright, something I can actually stagger. Let's... I just realized I don't have any potions. That was pretty good. Well, I wasted that. Alright, so... Alright, so we got it staggered. Put this down. Alright, 23,000 damage. Oh, that was the last enemy. I thought there was one more. Okay, gonna take some getting used to. I think the possibilities of combos are gonna be pretty good once I get used to what I got going on.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
Yeah, man.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway.
I appreciate it.
That should take care of Mid's little list.
Well, let's go back and talk to her. It's done!
Alright, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant! Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
All right. Reduces wind up cooldown by 3 seconds. Wind up, sorry.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
All right, so we're on to Jill. Oh, Jill.
Ah, Clive.
Yeah, where's Jill?
How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Alright.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Yeah, what's up?
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
He's a beast.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and Seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
The theory?
Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound.
You don't say.
But a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Why?
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
That's
just
cool.
when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
Beast!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Okay.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Buried in his nuts, alright. I mean, we can hear working going on. Sometime later. I wonder what this is going to provide us with.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got a shop. What's it for?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
To be continued, I guess.
I wish, Miss.
Kupka, yeah, we have to have our battle with Titan, like legit Titan.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour.
I'm looking forward to seeing how that shakes out. Vivian?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
I mean, who is Vivian really, though? I mean, I'm sure we could pull her up in the active time lore. Oh, we're literally going to wait.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive's not a bad dude.
Claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Oh, do we have more side quests before we go?
And a guest.
A guest?
Joshua? His mother?
For your trouble.
Oh, his uncle.
Pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Your favorite uncle's here. He's probably his only uncle. Alright, well, we'll at least get a little bit of story here. Meanwhile, what's Bahamut up to?
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
That woman babies that child too much.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
They're trying to say the kid did it?
You a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
You can tell Bahamut's uneasy there.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
He's at least concerned for the people. I like to hear that.
There will be losses, it is true.
His dad doesn't seem to care.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
Well, now we know why Clive's mom's with the man.
The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Does his dad have the power of the dominant, or? I mean, I'm assuming no. Oh, you gave him a flower.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Well, we definitely want Bahamut's essence.
That is your wish, your radiance. I shall depart at once.
But he seems like a good dude. Just being forced to do things that he disagrees with. I like to see him talk to Joshua.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So they say he's going to betray him.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
She's behind all this. She sent the head to Titan, Hugo Kupka, trying to make it look like Sid did it. And now she's turned
What is Uncle Byron doing here?
Dion's dad
Only one way to find out.
on him. She needs to die.
The Littlands have been up to their old. It's just one thing after another around here.
She's the Cersei of this game, without a doubt. Byron!
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction.
I'm a beast. What can I say?
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly.
Hey, hold on.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
He just brought $2,000. I want to know what happens with Dion. Bahamut.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
Yeah, wounded's being nice.
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Another story time.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Oh, my life. So they're saying he can get his hands back? They can heal his, like, you know.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away.
Because they gone.
Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Let's do it.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
His uncle's probably gonna
Very
die.
well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Okay. Otto.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
Thus a battle with Titan will ensue.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Good deal.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Let's go. I'm looking forward to continuing the story. Really want to know about Bahamut. I mean, I'm sure we fight him and get his powers in some way. But I doubt we kill him. If he dies, I assume it's going to be by like his dad does something.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
wonder how big this desert's gonna be.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Yee. Riddle of Sands. Okay. Looks like it's a decent sized area. Let's go make our way to the
destination lies
trading
over
post.
that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Just looking for chests.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your Chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
$25. That is nothing. Let's get in here and see what this trading post is all about.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Oh, wait.
Old Cook has
Okay.
made his move. Yes.
Well, we're going to jump on Ambrosia. It's cool how you're, you know, party members. I'll do air quotes for that because, yeah, they're party members, but, you know, they're really just...
Ah, there she is.
They're not real
The
party
good old
members.
Dalamil Inn.
They're just
Do you know,
guests.
This heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
I mean, I'm only going down here because you were. Well. Yeah, let's shift to the Phoenix! Yeah, you done absolutely nothing there. Alright, let's get back on the Chocobo.
Come on.
Chocobo's at least got a vertical. This must be the encampment they were talking about. We're gonna have a boss fight to get in. Oh,
look there.
Black shields.
Those are ashen steeds.
Right.
No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
He's an ice wolf. You chill out, bruh. He goes where he wants. It's like Clive puts on the hood, but I mean, does it really disguise him that much?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
With lentils and honey?
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Would you rather be my squire? Oh! Josh was in the house! That's Yote.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another.
I hope they get to talk.
You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Some water. Come on, like they're always so close. It's a big cutscene.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
No, they're not wrong.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
I mean, why would you open your mouth there? It's so stupid. I mean...
Uncle?
Sorry?
Yeah, sorry. I doubt we're gonna fight.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Are they gonna run out the back?
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
You don't want that, bro.
We've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
It wouldn't take that long.
Friend.
Wow, he was hungry.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Friend.
Stay back, Uncle.
I got this, bro. Hope I'm on Phoenix. Get over here!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Eat him up! He's down. Me and you, bro. Smack. Come on, I want to use my Titan abilities. How'd I get a trophy and I didn't even pull it off? There we go. Nope. I wanted to... This. Okay. That was fun. We'll take your $500. Would it not be smart for Joshua to get with Clive at this point? He's sickly. He needs protection.
For your trouble.
For your trouble.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
She's got to know that's Clive, right? I used the blessing of the Phoenix for crying out loud.
Now's our chance.
Does Ultima sense Clive is near?
Grace?
I'm fine.
Man, we're that close to talking to our bro. I mean...
Clive?
Yeah, chase him down. Let's go. Oh, the carrots were left.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
You know, they need to let Clive and Jill get together. They need to let Clive get back with Joshua so he can protect him. This section of the game has been very cutscene heavy, but it's been pretty good.
Where are you?
It's nice he at least knows his brother's alive.
Before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Get out of the way of my dog. What do we have here? Have ourselves a little town.
Lights and pots!
The way the map is kind of set up is similar to Final Fantasy Tactics, which is actually kind of cool.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
I mean, I don't mind.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery.
How do we
But
find
will we find
her?
her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okay. Speak
Looks
with
like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
2 townspeople. Okay.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to.
Lanterns, keep it up.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Here they are.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me.
Be my
good
guest.
Man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Well, that didn't do us a lot of good.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
The Briar's Kiss.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Oh, there he is. I was like, where is our person?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Try the boss.
Thank you kindly.
All right, let's go to the boss.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Sweet incense. Wax candle.
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
That seems awfully easy,
Do you
or
think we can trust him?
like a trap.
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
I doubt it. Oh, we got more enemies. Nice. Crowd control! Oh, come on. Enemies bested. Oh, didn't really get much for that one. You want to talk now, bro?
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furter?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
A nice little spring running through
Fresh
here.
bread, warm from the oven. Here, take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric.
No more games.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him.
Oh, so yeah, it's a
Whoever
dude.
this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furter told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
That's fair.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
I mean...
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
This guy's a jerk.
So,
yeah, you're gonna stand there like you can do
what do
something.
We need to do to earn your trust?
A side quest of sorts, I imagine.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
It's needs right now, really, but I get your point.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil.
What's that?
Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
Boss fight.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Alright, see if we can knock this out. I want to battle Titan.
We were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Follow the crystals.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
Whispers.
Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay. Well, that's one down. Let's go talk to the other 2. I'm sure this will lead inevitably to a boss fight.
Do you have a moment?
To talk about the crystals.
Depends what for. Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Okay, it's 2 down. 1 to go.
The juiciest meat from Green's Fed. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
A silken softness, the most fragrant herbs and spices.
The finest fabrics, fresh.
What was all that crashing and banging about before? Out of towners picked up.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
You're well paid.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
I will go and fetch him.
Let me greet you.
It's going the wrong way.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right.
He's negotiating.
I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Let's go find out.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians.
Ruffians.
They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
500,000?
Price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere. And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
I'm sure there's a boss fight at the
Just
end of
goes
it.
to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Of course. Alright, so where are we going? We're going out there. Okay.
Let me treat you. I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Oh, nice. We got a chest. Now, the only question is, we cannot go out that way. We have to go out the other way. Okay.
Lighting for Gilbert's sake.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? You need a new dress? It would make
My carpets have pride of place in
Alright, so this is the way to the sands. We're definitely going to get on Ambrosia this time.
Yeah.
This area actually seems like it's on the larger side, so that's kind of cool. Looks like it's definitely the largest area we've come across so far. Let's pick up that tin gil. I can't really... Come on, Chocobo. You ain't got the ups for that? I wonder if this is going to be similar to the Chocobo riding in Rebirth. And I can't wait to race the Chocobo races. I hope they do that justice.
From here.
Justice. Oh, y'all got plenty of crystals.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Yeah, they hoarding them all right.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Ah, the black
and we
shields.
have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
Oh, I said royal. That's a royal knight.
But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh?
What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
And we're just gonna shut you down.
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
Nope.
Kill them. Kill them both.
Yeah, heard that before. Start off with a little bit of that. Oh, did I whiff? Diving? Uncle, are you gonna do anything?
Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Hold up, they got a mage. Yep. Bring it in, fellas. Oh, we got a dude over here casting Cure. Let's go. On himself because Torgal's got him pinned. Well, unfortunately, we gotta take down the Chocobos. I didn't want this. Get over here. I don't want to run to you. What are we doing? Let me block with Titan. Come on. There we go. I went early, but I was able to cancel it quick enough that I was able to, you know, double tap the button and still get the parry off. Nice. I wish there's a way to cycle through the icons and then just keep your same
Well, that wasn't too bad.
ability.
How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Happy to help.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
I don't suppose. Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same.
That's right.
Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Ah, yes, we gained another seal.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
I don't know if I'll word it like that, but sure. Didn't work for your dad.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Right.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
All right, jump through the hoops of side quests once again to get to the meat of the story. Sweet. That's a wrap. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.